Right, welcome everyone. We're so glad that you can join us today. My name is Heather Ferguson. I'm the founder and executive director of the Lymphedema Advocacy Group and the president of our sister organization, the Lymphedema Education and Awareness Project. The Lymphedema Advocacy Group led the effort to pass the Lymphedema Treatment Act and continues to focus on policy changes to expand coverage. The Lymphedema Education and Awareness Project, or LEAP, was launched in 2005 to help patients understand and use the coverage now available to them and focuses on patient education and support. As we proceed through today's webinar, please place any questions you have in the Q&A feature. We'll answer as many as possible live, and any we don't get to will be followed up afterwards with an email. And now I'm pleased to turn it over to Kristen Schuneman from L&R USA. Welcome, Kristen.
Thank you so much for having us, Heather. On the behalf of L&R, we are thrilled to be able to share our line of products with you this afternoon. For those of you who may not be too familiar with L&R, Lohmann and Rocher, L&R, is a global manufacturer and supplier of medical devices, which has been well recognized and respected for over 160 years. So two family-owned companies merged together, Lohmann Medical in Germany and Rauscher in Austria. Our L&R family grew when we acquired Solaris in 2014, which is a U.S. family-owned medical garment company. It was actually founded by an occupational therapist who started making garments in her basement with a sewing machine and some chip foam. These great product solutions are now part of our L&R USA Solaris collection of garments and wraps. And we also offer bandaging and wound care products. With headquarters now in both Germany and Austria, our U.S. headquarters are based in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where we manufacture many of our garments on site. Some products we offer for the intensive phase of bandaging to the maintenance phase of garments and wraps for day and night, high and low activity, as well as custom and off the shelf. And the primary focus of the Solaris collection is to offer product solutions to improve quality of life for those living with lymphedema. Next slide, please. Let's briefly discuss our compression bandaging supplies. We do have a lot of them. Next slide. L&R USA offers multiple options for each step of the multi-layer bandaging process. I would like to highlight two of our products. First, the gray pads in the middle of the screen are our swell spots, which are edema and fibrosis pads available in wide range of versatile shapes and sizes, and they tuck into compression garments or under compression bandages. They are used in the optional focal compression stage of bandaging. Secondly, the blue garments at the bottom of the page are our Caricia garments. They are off-the-shelf foam bandage liners that simplify bandaging, and they're available for the upper and lower extremities. Next slide, please. So Caricia, again, is a foam bandaging liner. It has built-in channeling that is designed to simplify the multi-layer bandaging process. So all you need to do is fold the garment in half, slide it on your arm or leg, and then bandage over the top with short stretch to achieve compression. So therefore replacing the underlayers of multi-layer bandaging. It's a very high stretch fabric, so allows for great conformability, even around hard to manage lobules and unique presentations. So ultimately this garment saves you a lot of time and making it much easier to self-bandage or for your caregiver to bandage. And it's easy to care for in the washing machine and also the dryer. Available in small through large, our upper and lower extremity garments are pictured here, and there is a 6-month warranty. This is probably one of my favorite images that we have before and after using our Caricia foam bandaging garment. Pretty exceptional results. Next slide, please. Our line of compression wraps with adjustable Velcro straps, appropriate for day and night wear, is Ready Wrap. Next slide, please. We have many various styles as shown here. We have a gauntlet, arm sleeve, toe piece, various foot pieces, extender straps, liners, and a calf, knee, and thigh that makes a full leg system. So Ready Wrap features low stretch straps that mimic the short stretch bandaging process, which is, as we may know, the gold standard of treatment. Because Ready Wrap is effective, comfortable, and easy to don, it supports patient compliance. Next slide, please. Let's show you the most common style. So pictured here is our Ready Wrap calf. To begin, a complementary liner that comes with every lower extremity Ready Wrap will be donned. So the Velcro tabs on the straps are color-coded, so you always know exactly where each strap goes. And you can put it on with just one hand, which is a huge help if your mobility or strength is limited. It also has a 50% overlapping straps, so as you wrap it, there are no gaps or risk of skin breakdown. So that means you get smooth, even compression across your limb, which is really important for controlling swelling effectively. With the way it's manufactured, it's block spine at the back of the leg, provides structure, which also helps prevent the garment from sliding down to support all-day wear. Next slide, please. We may also design custom Ready Wrap garments for unique presentations or sizes. Additional accessories include extender straps. Each strap adds 10 centimeters of circumference, so it's easy to attach and detach with a Velcro strap. We also offer additional compressive and standard liners to be worn underneath. All these garments are available in beige or black, and to care for the garment, we recommend hand washing and then laying flat to dry. Next slide, please. In addition to Ready Wrap, we offer various daytime garments, including our EXO line and Tribute to Freedom. Next slide, please. What L&R USA offers that is very unique is our full line of maximum containing off-the-shelf flat knit garments. So yes, off-the-shelf flat knit. EXO Strong is a fraction of the price of custom flat knits, making it an affordable option. All the garments are available to ship as early as the same day. They are all stocked and shipped from L&R in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And they can, again, be shipped the same day when ordered before 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. EXO Soft contains some circular garments with less containment, available in the same styles as EXO Strong. I'd like to point out in the middle of the screen the gloves, which are available in 3 different finger lengths: full length, half length, and quarter length, as well as a gauntlet option. The gloves have a tapered wrist to overlap well with an arm sleeve, therefore providing high customization in an off-the-shelf glove. And we can certainly do custom flat knit with our EXO custom line, having the ability to add modifications such as pockets, zippers, and customized silicone placement. Next slide, please. So to summarize, our EXO line is available in various compression levels and styles, such as arm sleeves, gloves, gauntlets, thigh highs, knee highs, and our newest product, pictured here, is available in April, tomorrow, or the middle of April, not sure yet, and that's our toe cap. All of our garments are available in beige and black in the EXO line, open or closed toe for lower extremity garments, and knit and silicone border options. Easy garment care via machine wash and dry to maintain fit for the life of the garment. Speaking of new, Tribute Freedom is our new line of custom daytime shapewear, which offers gradient compression for daytime or during moderate to high activity. So the custom garments are tailored to patients' individual presentation and preferences. Tribute Freedom's modern and slim design is easy to don, and its discreet appearance blends in with everyday clothing and footwear. So the exterior of the garment is compressive, while the inside has a micro massaging material to stimulate lymphatics. Next slide, please. Available in beige and black, and endless modifications such as lace silicone trim, donning loops, zippers, and more. Exclusively, our design center is a service based at our headquarters in Milwaukee, and they can create any kind of custom garment head to toe. So they can partner with you and your clinician or fitter for virtual consultations, and they can help offer recommended modifications and styles. And here's a picture too of the inside micro massaging material. Next slide, please. Our two nighttime lines are Tribute Wrap, which is off the shelf, and Tribute Night, which is 100% custom. Next slide. So first, Tribute Wrap, that's our off-the-shelf nighttime or low activity foam compression garments. Its purpose is to prevent rebound swelling, maintain volume reduction, address soft tissue changes, and promote skin health as the chip foam nestles into the tissue to help promote a micromassaging effect. As pictured here, we have gloves, arm sleeves, thigh and below knee pieces that together make a full leg, a bra, head and neck garments. We do have one with a trach accommodation and then also one without. Next slide, please. I'd like to highlight the great feature on all Tribute Wrap garments. Its adjustable finger grip Velcro straps help support self-care with its ease of application, adjustability, and conformability. So you simply slide or zip around the garment, adjust the straps, and cover with the complementary sleep sleeve for comfortable and effective gradient compression at night. The Tribute Wrap line is available only in black, and again, easy garment care in the washer and dryer. We offer a 6-month manufacturer's warranty. Next slide, please. So Tribute Night, that is our 100% custom nighttime line, and that is for the maintenance phase of lymphedema, again, used for the evening or low activity, such as relaxing on the couch or working at a desk job. They're designed to replace nightly bandaging and help promote skin health, support independence with modifications, and to also prevent rebound swelling. So designed to help maintain therapy gains made during the day while also being comfortable to wear at night. It may even help further reduce volume through day and night compliance. Our design center and design consultants are readily available to help support with fitting, modifications, or unique designs. So nothing is impossible with the design center, I promise. Proudly, we offer a 1-year warranty against defects and a 1 free girth reduction within that time if there is a reduction in size, which is awesome. Next slide. Available in 2 different fills, we offer soft fill or our classic chopped foam. Either are highly effective in stimulating lymphatic flow. We may also create the garments in a low profile, meaning just a slimmer fitting garment. The channeling is more narrow, or our original profile. These garments do keep you cool with our Cool Core technology, which also helps wick away moisture. We offer a variety of colors in Tribute Night. So nice blue, raspberry pink, royal purple, slate, and also black. And some modifications we offer are zippers, adjustable panels, finger grip adjustable straps, digit spacers, snap tape, Velcro closure, and more. We always recommend an outer jacket accessory. So that's just a sleeve that slides over the upper or lower extremity garment, and that helps protect your garment from stains, from any pet hair, and also slides better in bed with a outer jacket over your compression garment. We also do have a variable compression jacket. It's a custom-made accessory specifically for over the top of the Tribute Night garment. There is one pictured here on the screen, the black garment with the pink Tribute Night garment underneath. That offers additional containment, and it can be adjusted as needed with the Velcro fasteners, and it zips up, so easy to don and off without needing to adjust the straps each time. And it's a great additional tool for fluctuating lymphedema and edema. Next slide, please. L&R provides custom therapeutic foam garments for children with lymphedema at a significantly reduced cost. So this is our early impression line. They're easy to use and save time compared to multi-layer bandaging, so our pediatric patients can enjoy being kids. And please reach out to us directly if you'd like more information on early impressions. Lastly, allow me to show you our Easy Slide donning aid. Next slide, please. So pictured here, it reduces friction between garments and skin, extends the life of garments, and improves ease with donning. It's appropriate for use with all styles of open toe and arm garments. This will not work with a closed toe garment. It's made from 100% washable nylon. Next slide, please.
That was excellent, Kristen. Thank you so much for that very informative presentation. And now we're ready to answer any questions that our audience members might have. So just please type those into the Q&A feature if you have not already done so. And joining us to help with the Q&A is Adam Van Essen, also from L&R USA. Hello, Adam.
Hello. So first question, pretty simple one for you, Kristen. What is snap tape?
Oh, snap tape, that is an easy one. So it's just a little fastener that snaps. Adam, could you help me explain it any better? It's so easy that I'm getting stuck.
Yeah, so essentially it's just like on maybe a jacket or other type of clothing you have that has any kind of snap on it. It's essentially just integrating those snaps into the garment, and they can be built into different locations or to attach different pieces of garment together. So if you had a tank top type style and you wanted the arm sleeve to snap to it to make it easier to put on in two separate pieces, that could be an application where snap tape would be used.
Thank you.
All right, the next question is, are the garments graduated compression? Or gradient compression would be the other way of phrasing that.
Yes, simple answer is yes. Adam, do you want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, so all of our products are gradient compression. Some of them with the nighttime products do not have specific compression claims, mostly because they're adjustable or designed specifically for the patient. All of our daytime products have a specific compression claim, like 15 to 20, 20 to 30, or a specific class of compression, depending what's ordered. There's a lot of adjustability and variability we can accommodate there. And all of them have gradient compression, which means the compression is higher at either the ankle or the wrist and reduces towards as you get closer to the body. Kristen, they're wondering how they can get in touch with the Custom Design Center.
Their information is located on our website. You can also get in touch with us here at the email provided on the screen, and they can also provide you with that information.
All right, and then another question is, does the medical practice need to order bandaging supplies such as comprex, low stretch bandages, etc.? Do you file for Medicare and do you ship to Colorado? So I'll start that out and then you can add to it, Kristen. So we ship throughout all the United States as well as Canada. As far as billing for Medicare, a number of our bandaging supplies are registered with specific HCPCS codes, which are the codes that are used for billing to Medicare. The supplier that you're purchasing through would be the one who would file that billing submission. And typically the medical practice could order bandaging through a supplier, or if they're registered to bill specifically, that's a little bit more in depth, and LAG has some great webinars. You can look through the past history about some of those billing details to get more specifics on that, or reach out for further questions later.
And while you look for the next question, Adam, I just wanted to say I see a participant had raised their hand, but participants are unable to unmute. So if you do have a question, please do type it into the Q&A feature.
All right, another question that came up is, do you have pantyhose size garments? So we can do custom pantyhose in either our Tribute Freedom or technically our Tribute Night with the full foot and leg coverage garments. We do not have any standard size products right now that come in a pantyhose style. Another question, I was called away from the Zoom, so I don't know if you covered a compression suit similar to FlexiTouch. I'm having a very difficult time dealing with tactile medical. So in answer to that question, we do not manufacture pneumatic compression products. So there are other organizations such as Tactile or other pneumatic compression suppliers out there. L&R does not manufacture those products. So that is not something we'd be able to support with. Kristen, another question was on ExoStrong daytime, what does compression 1 through 3 mean?
Good question, Sherry. So class 1 is 18 to 21 millimeters of mercury of compression. Class 2 is 23 to 32. And then class 3 is 34 to 46.
Another question, how do you request a nighttime garment compression for hereditary lymphedema from your doctor? Heather, do you want to take that one?
Yes, well, with any insurance, in order to be eligible for coverage, you're going to need to have a formal lymphedema diagnosis as well as a prescription for any of those medical supplies. If your doctor is not familiar with the different supplies available, it can be helpful to coordinate with your lymphedema therapist, who can help to provide a description of the item that you need and also the details that would be necessary to include in the prescription. And I highly recommend watching a webinar that we presented in February. It talks about this topic, and we also have several handouts available on our website. One of them is made specifically for providers, and it describes the level of detail that must be provided on the prescription and the accompanying clinical notes. So I would recommend reviewing those resources, and if you have additional questions, you can contact us through our website.
And then Pamela noted that she has a Tribute Night garment. It's a full pantyhose. It's the most effective of all of her products, and she really appreciates having it. However, she's had a lot of trouble with her supplier billing Medicare correctly and is wondering if there are any resources to support the supplier with that. So if you want to direct your supplier directly to L&R, that's definitely something we can help guide them on as far as the correct billing codes to use and required documentation. We'd be happy to help support them with that, Pamela. Another customer asks, they have a Tribute Night and they're wondering if they need to specifically request a variable compression jacket versus a plain outer jacket, and what the compression value is of the variable jacket. Do you want to take the first part of that, Kristen?
Sure, yes. So you do need to specifically request, and it needs to be justified why a variable compression jacket is needed versus a plain outer jacket. Adam, do you want to explain the compression value of the VCJ?
Yeah, so because it is an adjustable product with the VCJ, there is not a specific compression claim. It typically adds somewhere around 5 to 15 millimeters of mercury, depending how tight the patient adjusts it. And as Kristen noted, it definitely provides a significant amount of containment, which is the resistance to additional swelling. So while you're wearing it, if you have that variable compression jacket on top of the Tribute Night garment, it's going to help resist any additional swelling and really maintain any gains that you had while you were wearing your daytime compression product throughout the day. There was a question about sharing a link to the previous January presentation. That is available on, I believe, both the LAG and LEAP websites. Heather, any additional comments there?
Yes, and actually, when we're done with our Q&A, on our final slide, there will be a QR code, and I'll provide some information about how to access videos from previous webinars.
All right, and then there was another question. What's the difference between a pump and a nighttime compression garment? So a pump or pneumatic pump is a product that has a sleeve that you put onto whatever portion of your body that is affected. It could be a head and neck or an arm or legs or your whole torso. There's a variety of, again, manufacturers and products out there. And the way those work is you connect it to a device that fills it with air, usually in a specific sequence. So a lot of times they'll have different chambers within that device that will increase the compression of your ankle and then your calf and then your knee and then your thigh, for example. And so it builds that compression up, and it has a whole sequence it runs through. So it's kind of a dynamic or active compression device. Most patients would wear that for a certain amount of time. It varies by patient or what the prescribing physician recommends, but say 30 minutes a night or something like that, the patient would wear that. A nighttime garment is something, it's not an active garment. It's something you put on. It offers a static compression level. So while you're wearing it, the compression level stays the same. There's no extra hoses or anything else you attach to it. So you wear it during low activity, as Kristen noted, maybe when you're sitting on the couch, watching TV in the evening, or just hanging around your house. And then also typically while you're sleeping, you would wear that product. And so that's going to help just offer that continuous compression and support for your body region, your limb, your arm, whatever area of your body you're wearing it on during the night when you're not wearing that higher compression daytime product.
And since we've received several questions about pumps, I just wanted to add that our April product education webinar guest will be Tactile Medical. They are a pump manufacturer. If you don't recognize the name Tactile, you probably recognize the FlexiTouch pump is one of the products that they manufacture.
And then there was another question about, do we have any suggestions regarding the reimbursement rate Medicare allows for Tribute Night? And that actually is going to depend on the style of the garment that you need. So there are different codes for different regions of the body. So if you needed a below knee product versus a full leg versus a trunk torso or a head and neck or an arm or a hand, those all have different reimbursement codes and different reimbursement rates. And so it really depends on the type of product you need. Your supplier should understand what those different codes are and how to use them. But again, if they have any questions or need additional support, you can direct them to L&R and we can help them better understand how best to approach that for each specific product. Another person noted, okay, so question, I'm not quite sure it's a question, maybe more of a statement, that they ordered a product with commercial insurance and not Medicare. So depending on the policy you have with your commercial plan, they're going to have different coverage. Every policy is different. And so that's something that really depends on the type of policy and insurance you have. And I think I'm going to hand over to Heather to talk about some of the efforts that LAG is doing to better inform patients about their options.
Yes, so the Lymphedema Treatment Act only directly impacted Medicare coverage. So only Medicare and Medicare Advantage plans are required to cover compression supplies, and compliance with all other types of policies is voluntary. And we certainly understand that there are a lot of private commercial insurance plans that offer coverage, but not the same level of coverage as is now available under the original fee-for-service Medicare. So we are working to address those issues as well. And it's also important to note that while Medicare Advantage is required to cover all of these lymphedema compression supplies now, they are not required to do so in the same capacity as original Medicare. So your quantity limitations and definitely things like your reimbursement rates and your in-network suppliers are going to be different with every Medicare Advantage plan. So you really have to check with your specific plan for the details of that coverage.
And another sort of coverage question. So Paula was asking that I said to direct suppliers to L&R for support and asked if patients could also reach out. Essentially, patients aren't able, unfortunately, to do any billing or to work with Medicare directly. It has to go through a registered supplier. So that's why I highly recommend getting your supplier in contact so we can support them with that process. Another question was, what determines the need for a pantyhose nighttime garment? So that really is going to be individual patient presentation. If depending where the swelling is and whether without getting too technical, inguinal lymph nodes or other lymph nodes need to be engaged and stimulated or supported, your clinician should be able to help make that determination when they're prescribing the product. Kristen, from a clinical standpoint, do you have any additional feedback there?
As you mentioned about the inguinal nodes need to be involved, I don't think I have anything additionally to add. I think the question just disappeared on me. I don't think there's anything else to add on that.
Okay. And then there was also a question, what is better medically, pump or nighttime garment? And that one really has to be a clinician answering that question, right? So your clinician is going to be able to help put together a specific plan for what best manages your specific condition. It really depends on the patient presentation, how severe their swelling is, their activity level, and a lot of other factors that your clinician will have to take into account to really optimize what's best for each patient. Some patients do everything. They have a daytime product, they have a pump, they have a nighttime product. Some are fine with just the daytime product. It really depends on their presentation again. So you have to refer to your clinician for specific details on that.
Adam, if I could point out too, pneumatic pumps are ideal for daily short sessions, so maybe 1 to 2 hours max, while nighttime garments are used obviously at nighttime for longer durations to prevent rebound swelling. So they work well together if able.
And then there was a question, what is the compression level of the capri garment, or is it only custom? So I'm assuming that was in reference to the Tribute Freedom, and that currently is custom only. It's offered in any compression level you want. That can be completely customized, but it is currently only in custom. There's none off-the-shelf version of that product right now. And I think we are at the end of our questions. Oh, another one, a couple more just popped in. Sheila asked, getting measured for custom thigh high, hard to find a therapist, and appointments are hard to get. And their therapist does not like to measure. Does our company help with measurements? Kristen, do you want to answer that?
Sure. So our design center can help with custom measuring. Also, to our sales reps are equipped to help with that as well.
And
Yeah, so
if this is of any assistance, this maybe is a good time to mention our supplier directory as well. So if you need help finding a supplier, you can consult the supplier directory, which is available through the lymphedemaproject.org website. And one of the things that each supplier must indicate is whether or not they are able to take your measurements, or if they must be supplied by a therapist, or if they can accept measurements either way. So that resource may be helpful to you here as well.
All right, and then looks like the last question is any suggestions on what to wear for arm and hand compression during exercise in my daytime garments? seem to become more constricting as I exercise, and the nighttime garment feels much better. However, it's bulky. So maybe a quick answer, and then Kristen can add on. So if it's feeling constricting, obviously that's again an individual presentation and kind of what that specific issue is, but it may be because you're experiencing additional swelling through that exertion because you have more blood flow to the area. In that case, you may need to have a garment that maybe has a little bit more containment, but without any additional information, again, I direct you to your clinician to get some specific details on that. Kristen, anything else to add there?
Yeah, from a high level answer, tribute freedom might be a good solution to explore for a daytime garment while exercising.
All right, is that our final question then?
That concludes the questions.
Excellent. Well, we're so grateful to everyone who joined us today. If you would like to view our other webinars, those are available on our Lymphedema Education and Awareness Project YouTube channel, which you can access through our website at lymphedemaproject.org or by scanning the QR code on your screen. And as you exit the webinar today, you will see a brief 2-question survey. Your feedback is very important to us, and your answers will help us in planning future webinars. So we thank you so much for joining us today, and enjoy the rest of your day.
And maybe one last question that popped in.
Sure.
The texture is included by default on all Tribute Freedom products. So that was that micro massaging texture on the inside comes standard. And that wraps it up. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.